The Liquor Cabinet Radio Show.
Yo, we are back with the Liquor Cabinet Radio Show. This is our 41st episode. 41st. Last week we had E40. Yeah, real E40, but we had E40. We had E40 in this motherfucker. Shout out Fonzarelli, you know what I'm saying? My name is Track D. I'm here with the man.
It's Tay in the building.
It's your boy Cuddy Cat, man. We got problem 354 in the goddamn. And you know, Five got a real busy schedule, so we doing something different today. You know what I'm saying? We starting off. We are on time. You know
hey, for real.
Something different. He is the only nigga who can make us be on time.
Right.
I think so. And start the show off with him. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. What's going on, man? Been a long time coming, man.
Man. A lot of work, a lot of hard work, man. You know what I'm saying? Independently, though.
Man, I appreciate it. What made you come down here and fuck with us? You know, you heard about us for a long time.
I've been knowing you for, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You actually mixed Mollywood too, you know what I'm saying, and all that, so we go way back. It's just a matter of time before I got down here, you feel me?
And shit, before we get started, I just want to say I appreciate you, brother. You know, after you, I got a lot of bigger jobs, and I appreciate everything, you know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you too, man.
So guys, ask you this. How'd you get your name? Problem, you know what I'm saying?
Problem came from basketball. I used to be sweet, you feel me? I'm weak now, so don't run up on me trying to that shit's over.
I got some skills, bro, you know what I'm saying?
No.
Ask your boy Freddie Gibbs, you know what I'm saying? Ask your boy Freddie Gibbs.
I mean, I heard y'all took that from them, man. I heard y'all got out there and hooped it up.
Took him down, you know what I mean? Track has a little jader, but go ahead. How'd you get so they don't know that shit.
From hooping, man, and it just kind of just stuck. Like when I started rapping, like I can play with it a little bit. You know?
Where were you hooping at?
Wherever niggas was playing that, I would just be at. We'd be hustling niggas, doing whatever it was. But I was like, I'm short as fuck. I'm short now. I'm 5'8" now, but I was shorter.
But you rap like 6'7".
Well, nigga, I ain't man in my mind, man. I'm 8'9", you feel what I'm saying? So, you feel me? I gotta believe it to achieve it. You know what I'm saying? But nah, like I just used to hoop all the time. So that's what the name.
All right, so for a lot of our listeners, you got the 354 attached. What is 354?
Diamond Lane, numerically DLG.
Oh, so like on the phone it's
354.
354. Nice. I never knew that. That's
That's dope.
And then of course you got the alias Chachi. How'd you come across that?
Chachi was a name given to me by my CEO. It's like a y'all familiar with Scott Baio? He's an old actor or whatever. But he was on he was on a show called Happy Days, right?
Oh, yeah.
But the star was like the Fonz. He was just kind of like a sidekick. Then the next season he had like a show called Joni Loves Chachi. It was his, but it was with somebody. And then the next season he had some show called Charles in Charge.
Yeah.
So that's kind of been like how my careers went. I played the back. I used to write for niggas, and then I kind of did my thing with somebody, and then we branched out and I got cracking on my own. So it kind of just that's
dope.
Definitely wanted to ask you about that.
Yeah.
So you were a writer, you know, at one point in the game, and then how old were you? Well, not how old were you, but when did that start? And then how was the progression into who you are now?
Terrence Martin actually brought me into the Snoop Dogg camp, and then they was like, Snoop was at this point where he was just so busy, so he was hiring like young niggas out of LA to write. And so we demoed a record. It was called Never Have to Worry About That. It was about his life. And he heard the motherfucker, and they say he started working out and was tripping, and then they brought me on staff. And shit, and he was the first one to ever pay me, you know what I'm saying, to do anything.
That's crazy.
But then once I was in there, I'm like, well, ain't no way in hell, quick mixing, Corrupt there every day, fucking everybody's in here. I'm like, ain't no way in hell I'm finna be around all this shit and I get cracking. You got me fucked up. So then during that album, I made the record. I'm fucked up. I'm toe up, and then shit, I got the deal and it was on.
Damn, that's crazy. So were your intentions ever to be a writer, or was this a surprise to you?
My intentions was to produce and just rap and just have sex, as much sex as possible. If you really want to know my answer to that back then.
That's hilarious.
But then I fell in love with the game and just how it went. And then just the mentality of me is like, if I'm not supposed to be in this business, I wouldn't be in this moment. So I gotta take full advantage of it, and it just kicked in. My intention was to rap from the get-go, but I was gonna do it however I got to get there.
Did you know or rappers at the time had writers?
Yeah.
That was a surprise to me when I grew up and learned that. Like, I didn't know that.
I mean, during the process, like, I would ask questions. Like, I would just ask Corrupt. Whoever was around, I would just ask them a bunch of questions, like, about my favorite records. Like, Ain't No Fun or different things. And then Corrupt told me, like, well, you know, Snoop Dogg wrote my biggest record. And I'm like, wait, Snoop wrote for you? You the lyricist. He like, shit don't mean nothing. We trying to get hits out. And that's the homie. What the fuck? If anybody gonna be, you feel what I'm saying? So that's when I learned early, like, oh, it's like it take a real room of
It's
people
a
to make
vibe.
that
That's
record.
crazy. Yeah.
All right, so a lot of our listeners may have just heard about you, or you may have your long-time Problem fans. But could you just give us chronologically all the projects that you released until now? I know it's a lot. But
Shit.
just try for us, man. You know what I mean?
I could start at Diamond Lane. We did the LA Leakers tape, then we did Hotels 1, then we did Mollywood 1, we did Mollywood 2, we did NBA, then we did The Separation, we did Understand Me, we did the Liftoff tape.
But you had
That's a lot.
record on the radio, and I'm not sure if it was before Diamond Lane or after Diamond Lane. Was it I get fucked up?
I
or
fucked up.
Yeah.
That's the one that got me the deal. Yeah, that was before Diamond Lane.
Okay, so tell us about then. How many tapes did you have back then?
Shit.
Because I remember you had a Warner Brothers deal prior.
Universal. I was with Universal.
Universal, okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, well,
You
shit.
just go ahead and throw that on out.
Oh, yeah,
You
when
not let us know about that, right?
I mean, shit, man. I'm just saying. Damn, there you go, right there. That's crazy. Well, I was with Deranged Entertainment, man, with my cousin Ed. That was just a situation that we had started, and we had figured out a way to make money without getting a deal. I would do the mixtape, and they would go out and sell it, and then we just broke down like payroll for everybody. So first year, I think we sold like 14,000 of them, like
That's
hand
crazy.
in hand.
Right.
And but that way we can all still do the music.
Was that in Los Angeles?
Yeah, that was at basically two spots, at the Best Buy in Gardena and the Gardena Swap Meet they used to go
Oh,
to.
just
all the
out
time.
there, yeah.
Yeah, they were just hand in hand with it, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And
you know, all of it,
yeah, it was bad. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like that. And
you
shit,
know the struggle.
we told the whole streets up, and then like Yo-Yo ended up getting one of them motherfuckers, and then she started playing shit on the radio, and then it just started happening. You know what I'm saying? We just kept just nicking at it, and like I met Terrace, and then you feel me? It just kind of happened.
Let me ask you a question. What makes you want to go the independent route instead of like sitting outside the labels and searching for a deal? And you know, because
Having the deal,
I can tell you came from that era where it's like you know a lot about hip hop and shit.
Yeah, having the deal, like when we got the deal off on Fucked Up record, just seeing how to operate it, and was like, wait a minute, this don't make no sense. I got myself cracking, but I'm finna have to wait for them to tell me what to do.
Right.
It makes no fucking sense at all.
They're not gonna tell me the right thing to
Could you
do.
a little bit more
And I'm
specific?
making less money.
Because you know we got a lot of listeners who are rappers and stuff like that. So kind of being a little bit.
No, the realistic. I mean, it was like, okay, the label came once I had the record cracking. At this point, I mean, it's
You
easy.
did every
And this
You know
is
what
the
I'm saying?
record, the one we're listening
Yeah, the
to
one
right
playing
now.
right here, like-
Because I heard them, I would like that record.
Yeah, for sure.
and it got cracking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially out here. But
So
it-
just to be clear, you did that on your own.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hell
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, we turned this motherfucker up.
Okay.
That shit going
All right,
crazy.
all right.
But when the deal came, it slowed everything down. And again, it's not their fault. It was a lack of knowledge and not knowing what to do. Wasn't in that situation before. But once we got dropped or whatever, because nothing really happened, I was like, okay, well, yeah, we have this much money because they ain't really giving me that much. We make this happen. Let's say if we put this and do it like this, and then we can go
Make
straight for
ourselves.
myself, and then we can demand what we want, and then that's just what happened. You know what I'm saying? And I was one of the first independents to ever headline Powerhouse. Yes, sir.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
So
That's
we have
crazy
to
right
back
there.
That is.
Another thing I wanted to point out is I want to salute you for you one of the cats who really bridged the Bay in LA recently. Like I really
Thank
keep my
you for
ears
the
and eyes to this shit, and
They love you in the
and
Bay.
like you know what I'm saying. I recognize
Yeah.
that you really bridged that by working with 40, but not just working with 40. The whole Molly Thizzle movement.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, it's like mid 2000s. That shit was heavy. If you really knew it, and you took advantage of that movement, and
you know what's fucking crazy? Like, I never looked at it as us being different. Like, we all California.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I went into it with that
You look at
mindset
a separation
early.
at it.
It's like, what's the difference between Snoop Dogg and E40? They're the same thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? For what they represent around in the city.
Well, let's be honest. LA niggas, because I love the Bay. I lived up there for about 5 years.
Yeah.
LA niggas don't think about the Bay. If you've never left LA and shit, you don't really think about what's going
But
on
I
up north.
don't know. Like,
Bay-
us, like my square, like my niggas, we was turned up off all that shit. You know what I'm saying? The 40s, the Sugar T's, the Be Legit. Like, we was rumbling that shit. Like, it was like, this shit bang.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we don't
Yeah.
give a fuck where that shit came from.
I
You know
heard
what I'm
that.
saying?
Yeah,
Brother
yeah,
Lit
yeah.
Tons and all of that type shit. So, I could see where it was a difference. I had never been. So sonically, yeah. But nah, it's Cali though. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Like,
loved
that don't
it.
make no motherfucking
I
sense to
personally
me.
loved it.
So, like, I feel like E40 didn't get enough credit. Like,
He
I
didn't.
helped,
He didn't.
but E40 didn't get enough credit for bridging this gap
Right.
because he took a risk by putting me, Sue, and YG on that record. We
Yeah,
wasn't
he
signing
really
him.
did that.
We got no money for that.
Right.
we wasn't cracking like that.
that's real.
And League Stars wasn't nobody yet. He took a bunch of new motherfuckers and said, well, come on, this shit bang, nigga. All of our first time on TV. All of our first time on
That's crazy.
Forty's
That's
one
some
of them cats
history.
where
Keep it clean. That's
they-
really
that's
what
history.
happened, though.
That's dope.
They stole a lot of shit from Fort. The industry have stolen a lot of just his craft in general. And how
He don't
gets
get the
down
credit
in
he
general.
deserves, for
I
sure.
mean, it's still going on, even what he's doing with this liquor shit.
It's like you can't cut him out though, man. The motherfucker just had like he got smashes out now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
like
He's
now.
relevant now.
He's
Choices.
really an icon. I mean, especially on the West.
This is the Liquor Cabinet Radio Show.